Okay, this is David again, and I believe this is my fourth update for having been working on my 12,000 BTU Classic America mini split. I have installed this plastic channel where the wires and supply and return line as well as the drain line all run down through this plastic channel and are all coming over this way. I have connected the plastic channel to the wall with building cement adhesive, which I guess doesn't look the best in the world, but it's what I had, and I didn't want to drill a whole bunch of holes in the brick to attach the channel to the bricks, so there it is. So I definitely have plenty of room to work with the hoses here. I thought the hoses may wind up being too short, but it looks like they are going to fit. So I am going to finish installing the wire. There's this extension cord that I've run through here, as well as the wire that goes from the outside unit to the inside unit, and then this will be the power supply that comes from the plug inside. Now all of that's running in here. I'm going to get that hooked up. This is the drain line hose that's going to allow the condensate from inside to run outside, and then I'm going to finish putting all of this together and get the power and freon lines hooked up to the side of the outside unit right there. Alright, I will attach an update to this video once I get that done. Alright, so I have connected the power wires to the side of the outside unit and put the cover back on again, and I am going to connect the return and supply lines right there. The low pressure is on top and the high pressure is on the bottom, and I've taken these covers off of both side of the unit and the ends of the lines there. I'm going to take this nylock blue and I'm going to put that on the threads and the ends of the flare fittings and get the lines connected and tightened down with a wrench and a get it tightened to the correct torque specifications, and get this unit sitting where it's supposed to go and get it screwed down. Alright, that has been this part of my update for today. See you later. Right now my vacuum pump is running and it is currently evacuating the system of any oxygen and moisture that might be in the system. I have the yellow line hooks up to the vacuum pump and it runs up to the gauge set, and coming off the gauge set I have the blue line, and that runs over to the low side of the air conditioner. There is an adapter right there that allows this line set to connect to the air conditioner. Unfortunately, the line set will not connect directly to the port on the low side of the unit, and you have to have a little adapter period. I will include a list of the parts that I have used in this build in the description. Hopefully all of this has been useful to you. If this is useful, please like and subscribe this video, and you will get notified of any new videos that I make in relation to air conditioning or solar, and my off-grid solar cabin are videos that I post pretty frequently. I'm going to let this run for about 15 minutes to evacuate any moisture that's in the system, and then I will turn off the blue knob on the gauge set, and I will let that sit for about 15 minutes to make sure that the system doesn't have any leaks. If the gauge does not move on the gauge set in the time that it's sat, then I'll know that there's a good vacuum on the lines, and I will be able to hopefully release the Freon into the system. Now, I'm not a HVAC tech by any imagination, but I think I've got this pretty well figured out, and hopefully this will allow me to get this unit up and running today. Alright, I will add updates later as I get this completed. Alright, I have pulled a vacuum on this system, and it has sat for about the last hour, and it is sitting here at -30 and hasn't budged. So the line is not even connected to the vacuum pump anymore, and so it is doing a good job of maintaining the vacuum on the line set. So I believe that we are to the point where we're going to be able to go ahead and open this for about 10 seconds. Pressure has gone up. And the instruction said to open it for about 10 seconds and let it sit after open it for a quarter turn and let it sit for about 10 seconds and then test the system. So with it charged to that level, the pressure seems to be holding steady. I've got this tester here that I'm going to turn on, and I'll be able to test for leaks. Okay, I have just gone inside and turned on the inside unit, and everything out here seems to be working correctly. I'm working on getting all of this cleaned up, and I'm going to let the inside unit start to run, and I'm going to go in and test to make sure that it's cooling appropriately. And then later I'm going to turn it over and see if I can test the inside unit producing heat. This is all of the tools that I used as part of my install, including my diamond tipped hole saw that I purchased off of Amazon. And in fact, I got much of this stuff off of Amazon. Vacuum pump, line set, Freon tester. I've got adapters for the line set, Nylock blue, and my hammer drill that I was using to knock a hole through the wall. And I have just turned on the inside unit, and it is running and appears to be producing cooling. Feel some cool air coming out of there. So I believe that this is the end of the video for installing this 12,000 BTU Classic America mini split. I hope this has been helpful. If I can get this installed, you should be able to do it as well. I've never done this before, just watched some YouTube videos and tried to collect together everything I would need to make it go, and it seems to work. So please like and subscribe. I post a lot of different videos in relation to home repairs, home upgrades, solar power, and off-grid. So hopefully this has been useful. And again, this has been David with Tennessee Valley Solar. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye.